Now we're check. We're good now? Well, I was just telling everybody how they had just won $1 million. Oh no, I guess we just aren't going to be able to do that one tonight. Thank you for your patience. Glad that you are here. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette and In Review. In Review. You won. You won last week, Rosie. Your little crog went out today. But what is Craft Roulette? Well, Craft Roulette is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every week, usually on Friday evening, with a seat right here for you, and we'd love to have you join us. Plus, then we have part 2 because we can't get enough of Craft Roulette. I want more Craft Roulette each week. So we have In Review. And that's what this is. And In Review is Craft Roulette Part 2, featuring you, our card contributors. And, I was just kidding about the $1 million. I don't have $1 million to give anybody. So, but In Review is Part 2 of Craft Roulette, featuring you, our card contributors. And we're going to play a game. I left it up there. It was just... And back in total composure. We're going to play Whodunit, which is the card detective game show, which is a lot of fun. We're going to talk about some of the cards that you have already sent in for episode 189. And we are going to have mail call. I've got some fun stuff to share. But first, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I can't get my leg crossed. Crafters and craftettes. First, we always start with our warm-up. Yes, a very bad dad joke from a wonderful gift from Amanda Stevens. Let's see what our very bad dad joke is today. Oh, you guys might know the answer to this one because of the location. Let's see if you do. Did you see they made round bales of hay illegal in Wisconsin? A lot of you are from Wisconsin. Well, did you see that they made round bales of hay illegal? It was because the cows weren't getting a square meal. That's pretty cute. That's one of those shape jokes. I know, it's pretty good, isn't it? I think this is a little, just for note to Mr. Producer, I think this is a little wiggly. I'm okay with that. That is my dad joke of the night, and square meal. Did you hear about that in Wisconsin? Might be happening in other states too. Beware. Do want to thank our spin sponsors for this month. I was just looking at all these sites right before the show because I hadn't seen. Hey, now. Hat Tricks on fire. She's starting off early. But Whimsy Stamps has lots of different products, and this calls for confetti. They've got one that has little tiny confetti that says Dear Santa. Oh my goodness, it's cute. Desiree Tangles, I have some cards to show you that I made with her stamp sets right after this. They're so pretty. I don't always make goofy. And LDRS met Angie today on a tech call. She is our guest on Friday. She's going to be real interesting. I'm looking forward to having her on. And CZ Designs, we saw her last week live and in charge. She's always a delight. I looked at her little website too. She also has her designs on different other companies' sites, but she does have one just for her own, including links to some scrapbooking books that she has written and some videos and things. She's got a good little web presence there. So check her out. She's a good girl. We like to support our spin sponsors when we can, when we are making a purchase. It's a great thing. And make sure you tell them you came from Craft Roulette or In Review. Either one. It's either one. Let's get down to it and get busy, shall we? This is my mail for this day in November, and I got some good stuff to show. We're going to start with this really cool card from Debbie Oram. Isn't that something? I was debating. This is die cut, but I think she She's all printed, so I think she must have printed it out, but it's very cute. And I don't know how she made it. I don't know how anybody makes anything half the time. It's so cute. Trick or treat. And I like up here it says treat, treat, trick, treat, trick, treat, trick. It's really a random thing. And she's got little embellishments on the hat. And ooh, Mr. Spider's coming down to visit the piglet. Or is it a piglet? Is that actually perhaps decoy duck with a pig face? She used a circle die on a printout. There you go. And then you open it up. She's got the party inside too. She's got glitter. She's got a little cutout here. Super, super cute. And she even matted it. I don't think of such things. That's really nice. You thought it was a cow that... Was it a cow? Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I think I have to go back to preschool because I can't tell a cow from a goat from a pig. I remember taking my little niece, who was 3, to a petting zoo, and she kept seeing goats, and she would just go moo, and I cannot fault her any longer. Anyway, yeah, but I did have a happy thing told to me today. My little 3-year-old neighbor is going to be. You've heard of mixing metaphors. I think she may be mixing the holidays, but for Christmas she's going to be an astronaut. So it's just something to keep in mind. This is really cute, Debbie. And you mean a lot to us, too. Look at this pretty, pretty envelope that she made. And she's even got spooky, fancy stamps. Those are some fancy... Oh, man. Everything's fancy. Look at how pretty that is. Looks a bit Zentangly. Oh, let me show you my Zentangles that Desiree made. Thank you very much, Deb. You mean a lot to us. Okay, here are my cards. These were from stamp sets that Desiree designed. And I used the flower, and she also had a ornament. So I made the ornament as well. So that's what I came up with. They're just so fun to... The stamp is already so ornate, you don't have to do too much. You can just kind of play around with the shading and such, and it was fun. I truly enjoyed it, and I loved how they turned out. And I even added a little bit of gray back there, a little bit of gray check in the background to anchor it to the bottom. And I did a lot of fancy stuff there with a little embossing check. Yeah, didn't need much to finish those off. They were so pretty. Anyway, those are from Desiree Coomerly, who has been on the show multiple times. She's very talented. All right, I got another one. This one may look familiar to you if you have played Whodunit a couple times. This is from Michelle Novella, who I cased this card. So I got her card instead of me sending the card that I cased. But do you remember when I cased this card? I think I ended up with ducks. Imagine that. We do have some characters too here in Revue. If you are new here, we have Decoy Duck. He shows up every once in a while. I think he's around. We'll see. Oh, I heard him. He's close by. But I think I did a Decoy Duck on this, and then she just sent me her card. That was very, very sweet. She lives in Pennsylvania. I enjoyed making that card, too. Then, I got a surprise. This was really a surprise. We're so into wheels around here. This is a bookbinding card, if you don't know, and it's just it's just an extra fold that you glue down the corner. So I don't know why it's called a bookbinding card, but this looks good, doesn't it? She's got like acetate on it. So the acetate spins a little bit, and she's got a little... This is from our basics stamp set that we have for sale on craftroulette.live. And I don't know if she's got the... I think she fussy cut that. I don't think she used the Wheel Factory, which is a die set that we have for Craft Roulette as well. I think she used another die set that was not from us, but then she put craft roulette on that. That looks really good. And nod to Team Purple and Team Orange. This girl knows how to play both sides of the fence. I like it. And then she wrote a very, very sweet note in Team Orange colors to Mr. Producer and moi. I really liked, okay, you know how it is. I really liked this envelope too. Look at can you see the very subtle print in it? This may get ripped up and turned into some card strips and things, but that's really pretty. This will go up on my wall and treasured. Thank you so much, Miss Lisa. But she also sent some goodies. I have not gotten them out, so let's look at them. I think these are also perhaps made by Miss Lisa herself. Oh, look at that. Some Chief's earrings. Those are so cute. Did you put a little rub on there, I think? Boy, Mr. Wheel got his outfit with Chiefs, and now I've got one. I've got some earrings. Those are so cute. Thank you. And some wheel earrings. Look at that. That's us to a T. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, Lisa. And then she sent a key ring for Mr. Producer. That's just great. Oh, and it's two-sided. I hope you enjoyed making these because we enjoyed getting them. And then she's got like an eye hook in there. How do people think of these things? And then a little key ring. This is going to Mr. Producer, you bet, and he will put it on his key ring for sure, I bet. I am pretty sure. These are just charming. Thank you. Man. You know, it just amazes me that when people think of us, you know, it's like, whoa, that's so special. It just is very, very sweet. I better put these together so I remember the address. Because sure enough, oh my gosh, I'm real good at stuff like that. Woo! And then Amanda Stevens said that she had sent me something and I didn't get it and I was kind of waiting and didn't know what was holding things up. But she sent something to Mr. Producer. And this was the card she sent him. Look how pretty. Gosh, that really is. She's got such good taste. And she's got some little embossing gold on her feathers. Lots of thick paper layering things. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of Popperdoodle in there. Paparazzi. And then she's got some really pretty fancy paper underneath there that really adds a lot of pizzazz. Because this is just plain, I believe. There's no foil or anything. And then she loaded up the bling. That's good, Amanda. And then she wrote a really sweet note to Mr. Producer and included, this made us laugh, she sent a bottle opener that's a little army dude. So he's heavy too. He is seriously heavy. He's metal. He is a classy guy. I know he's cast. You can see he was cast because there's a little ridge there from the casting. So I assume it's lost wax kind of casting, probably more, not quite as like that, but where you make, anyway. I've only done it once and it was a long time ago. But this is remarkable. I know that he will treasure it and always think of you. She's wonderful. Yeah, she's wonderful. And then she also sent me a card. Hello, sweetie pie. Isn't that cute? And wrote a nice note. It was her idea to do the World Card Making Day. And she was right with us every step of the way making it happen. So we really appreciate her, but she was just saying something nice. She said she saw this and it made her think of me. So, and I don't know why. Team Robot, that's us. I thought this one was really cute. Thinking about you. Happy Bot Day. My heart beeps for you. Cannot compute age. They're so cute. Oh, I think that's just delightful. There's even a light bulb like Fun University. That'll be fun to play with. Little ones. I can put those in little things. Little squares of things. I could make some faux postage stamps with those. Not to try to pull one over on the post office. And I do want to thank the wonderful people at the Martin City Post Office, because they are the very best post office in Kansas City. And they told me about something that would be helpful, and I didn't get it done, but I told them I couldn't find it, and they just laughed. So they didn't kick me out or anything. So I appreciate them a whole lot. But thank you for sending us those things. We do appreciate it. It's just a treasure to get little sweet gifts from you, and cards in recognition. It means a lot. So let's see. We've done that and that. Last show, 189. What did you think? You guys are floating through the parameters this week. Just floating through. They're not a problem at all. There's nothing that was particularly not one of those moments when you just go, I don't know. But you're just floating through it. The parameters, let's look at some things. Let's look at the slideshow. Remember, we're going to look at about a couple, and then we're going to just chat about them. These are randomly chosen. I didn't pick them because I liked them or didn't like them. We're just glad to have you guys send in cards. We have received 341 this afternoon when I checked, and 341 ways to make 4 parameters into something unique. You do it every time. But you know what? Also, this week, we already have 6 process videos. 6. That's I think that may be close to a record. You guys are just hopping in there with your YouTube channels and making some Craft Roulette process videos. I think that's so cool. I really do. Check them out. You can find them on the menu of each episode. So go spend a few minutes. I think it's better, and they're really nice and short, so you can just kind of go in there and see what they did, and it's really good. They're just making it happen, and I think it's very, very cool. Kathy Zilski, if you're watching, ton of fun. You always are. You just bring the party, and we really appreciate it. It was a great night with Kathy Zilski. I had a new Cool Mary ad. By the way, Cool Mary did come back, and she did vacuum my family room. She is not for hire at this point, but you never know. Times could get tough. So, Cool Mary is, I don't know, whatever she is. Let's look at, there's my card. Poor Boomer. He just is such a black dog. You cannot see his eyes or anything. So this is actually a pretty good representation of him. I made my own. Let's see. We had an A2 card. That was Kathy's choice. Forest color. She had asked for calm color, so this was pretty close to it. Starts with H. I took the easy route and just said hi, and then a postage mark or stamp. And so I made my own postage stamp, which, I'm not trying to pull a fast one on the post office. Like I said, this would go inside an envelope. And that was my card. I did touch it up a little bit after the show, but I think it turned out pretty cute. Lori B sent in this card. This is her 8th. There's always new people here. Isn't that amazing, Patty Beck? There's always new people here. Oh, by the way, we have a new moderator, Paula Rice. Thank you so much for taking the blue wrench on. We appreciate you sitting in there and watching to help us. We do. We really help. Thank you. Lori B sent in this card. You can see her. Oh, it feels very foresty, doesn't it? It feels like you're down in the darker forest area. Ooh. And she used H for hello, postage stamp in the background. Oh yeah, that's because there are, here it is. I was trying to get my yawns out before the show. Asked Mr. Producer. I was sitting over here yawning away. I was trying. So anyway, join me. Embrace the yawn. We're good about that. So there are some papers that just have that grunge look and that I think of Tim Holtz kind of stuff that have the postage already built in, and it looks really cool. I really like it. And then I've got that Debbie Oren's thing with these cool postage things. Those are not they're going to be saved for another project. You just never know when it's going to show up, but I like postage stamps. I think they're very cute. Another thing, maybe we'll get one, but Lori B, this is a cool looking card. It definitely feels very foresty with those browns and greens and blues and dark. You know, doesn't it just feel like you have some cold air around your face? Yeah, it's good. Amanda B, we're going through the alphabet. Number 30, she's a 0 hero. That doesn't mean you're a 0 to us. It means you're a hero. You have made it to a 0 number in your number. We used to recognize those, but now we are not. We're just going with major milestones. This is cute with the 3 little envelopes there on an A2 size top folding card. Oh, that top folding side fold. Oh man, we're getting 2 for tonight. I better take a drink. Okay, greens and browns, simple color palette, right? But then she does a little pop with those little pink. Oh, those are so cute. Little pink postage stamps with hearts. And then she's got the hearts for hello. Heart starts with hello. No, heart starts with H. And so does hello. So she's got that covered twice. Don't make my questions any harder. And postage stamps on the envelope. Oh, that's adorable. And they're just kind of helter-skelter, so they feel like they're kind of falling down through the postage box, right? And then, but look, they're not all helter-skelter. They're not all on a diagonal. She has the bottom one straight, which gives it a bit of substance. Yes, and then she's got that nice grid paper in the background, too. And a decal scissored kind of, or die-cut mat. So she's got all sorts of subtleties in that very subtle card. That's cute. I like that one a lot. What's in my cup? My cup that overfloweth? Joy. Joy. Roberta, just joy. No, it's just tea. It's just me. 5K now, 6K Lamone, one of our leading ladies, has sent in 156 cards. Good night, girl. And this is her A2 size card, her forest color. She went ahead and added a forest scene. Those are pretty. You know, some of the Whimsy Stamps papers are kind of like that, where they have just the scenes. They're very interesting. Starts with H, happy holiday. I'll just leave it at that. And then the postage stamp right in. Why not? Just add a postage stamp. It's really cute. Wishing you a happy holidays. Pulling in Santa. Dear Santa. Dear Santa, indeed. So I was on a Zoom call today, and I see Cindy in there. We have 2 Santas as husbands in our group. We've got Grandma Gay is married to Santa, and we found out that Cindy is also married to a Santa doppelganger. Interesting. I wonder if there's something we should study. I don't know. 5K, I always appreciate your cards. They're always unique and very interesting, and just full of, look at me. I'm at an event, and I like that. I like her. She's great. This is the one. This is the one that so many people used. I think everybody has discerned that this is a waffle flower die. And a lot of people used it. Boy, if you have this die and you want to know how to use it, look at the gallery on craftyroulette.live number 189. So many samples. This was also the one that Kathy Z used. So, or I think there's a couple too that are a little bit different, but I think this is the same one that Kathy Z used. But so many cute ideas. You could use this also as a top fold. You wouldn't have to do it because it's all blank. And you can just fill in the different places. I did a card front series one time for our patrons, and I pulled it out because there had all these different shapes and different grids, and So I pulled it out and I'm doing a series on it for patrons. But this is, yeah, it's a popular dive. I really like grids. You know, well, you may not know, but I love grids. And so that was one of the grids that I made that's a download for our patrons. But I love it. And I love this card too. A ton, Marilee Rowley. Did I even say your name? This is your number 6 card, and you are from Washington. Oh, you did a super good job. I don't know how you did it. But it has little lines, so you can stay inside the lines. Maybe you stamped those. Maybe you have little tiny, teeny, tiny die cuts. Oh, Lord have mercy. And maybe it's a stencil. But whatever it is, it's cute. It's a collage set. So, oh, yeah. So you probably did all those things. Man, Marilee, you're good. That's adorable. That should be on their website. Debbie Hansen from North Dakota. Oh, poor Mr. Turtle. His forest colors are very fall colors. You know, those kind of go together, forest and fall. Starts with H is hope. Hope you're back on your feet soon. Me too. I kind of just want to turn that card upside down. So it will be on the right side. Poor little guy. And his background and sentiment cut out of the postage stamp die. Yep, that was another really cute way that people were doing that. They had postage stamp dies. It was very, very cute. I love those. And you used it a couple times, a bigger and a smaller one. And you made a cute little scene. Well, not cute for Mr. Turtle, but he'll get right. He'll be okay. This was your 83rd. Debbie Hansen, I'm proud of you. That's really good. You better keep going so you can get your Roulette robot stamp. Uh-huh. All the best to you. I hope the best for you, Turtle. Bronwyn Bent from West Australia has sent in 32. Okay, so we had a turtle on his back, a kind of a cartoony looking turtle. Right from that to a very fancy kind of almost multimedia. She's got some stenciling in there, ink blending, stamping, a sentiment that's popped up. She's got bling. You know, if you add bling to a card, it probably is multimedia if you really want to be specific. This is so pretty of the Eiffel Tower. Look at her little... See how she's got her little, those blobby green things, how she's got those placed? So they're kind of at different angles, and they're not very straight at all. They're like give you some motion in there. And then she's got that really pretty brown around the edge, which feels just antique. Yeah. Isn't it fun to go through the gallery? I really do love the gallery, you guys. I never see them all, though, because I kind of shut down at some point and I just quit. I can't see them. But then I go back and see, and they're all new again. So I look forward to Friday nights and seeing them on the slideshow, which not all of them are on the slideshow. But then sometimes I just don't, and so there's so many ways to look at the show. You can watch the show and read the chat. You can watch the show just for the cards. You can watch the show for the conversation. There's so many ways you can watch the show. I don't even know. Oh, so anyway, Bronwood, this is real pretty. You always send in real interesting cards, and I appreciate it. Lisa Jones from Washington. Now this one's real clean compared to Bronwyn's, and it's very pretty too. She has an A2 card, green trees, brown house. Look at those little layers there. She tucked in she's got her little things on the land all tucked in so carefully so they're not floating. Very sweet. Happy holidays down there in the bottom. A little darling house. It feels so warm with those yellow windows. Then you've got George up there. George is an old stamp, I think. 23 cents. I wonder if that was first class letter. That was a long time ago. That's not even a first class postcard. There's old Santa. He's just wonder if that's Mr. Elkins or if that's Grandma Gay's husband in that sleigh. Now that we know who Santa is, that might be one of those questions for children. that say, how can Santa get all the way around the earth? And we'll say, well, he's married to, there's several of them. There's one in Texarkana and there's one in Texas. Who knew that Santa spends so much time in Texas? Anyway, it's a fun group. Look at those snowflakes. They're darling. That's really cute, Lisa. Thank you so much for sharing that. You have sent in a dozen. That's awesome. Vanessa B. Oh, yes, this was adorable. I remember seeing this one on Facebook and Instagram. You've got the greens from the trees and the plants, the blue from the skies and the water, the red mushrooms or flowers or your inspiration. And you've got happy mail, hugs, and helium-filled balloons. You used a postage stencil for the background. Look how many ways there are. You can't even make this stuff up, how many ways people use these parameters. And he's so cute. He's shiny too, as I recall. He's so cute in those little packages that are dropping down. I wonder if you could even have those so they're on a string and they drop out of a card. That'd be cute. You know, or pull them up out of an envelope and have them just loose and dangly. That would be cute. But he's adorable. He's got his little outfit on. Sending paper hugs, happy mail. I love all the cards that are made because of Craft Roulette that would never be made. And they're just so unique and cool. I think that's just the funnest thing. Funnest. Is that a word? Should be. And it would be F-U-N-N, all in caps, est. One more, and then we'll get to Whodunit. Allison Collins. Okay, this is another way to do it. Look at there. She used the hugs as the main attraction there, and it definitely starts with H. Unless you're... Now, if you're in some parts of England, you say Uggs. Hey, like Henry Higgins. I have an Ugg for you. I don't know if that's real. And I don't know if you even understand what I just said. But you have rich greens and blues, craft for trees. Yes. How nicely thought out her 16th, sweet 16th card. And focal point is the postage stamp. See it? There it is. How many of you have a die like that works for postage stamps? I have never done it. You know, do you remember the old pinking shears? I was thinking about this because I think I have an old pair of pinking shears from 7th grade. Okay, that's a couple years ago. And I was thinking, why do I have that downstairs? I never sew. And I also have a newer pair. So, which is probably only 50 years old instead of 60. And I was thinking I should bring those up because I could use those. Those would be good and strong. You do. You have one from Gina K. You have a die that's Catherine Pooler. So a lot of people make them. Stamps of Life. Different sizes. Mm-hmm. Yep. She did it with a die, I think. And then Cindy Elkins, I think the stamp is a one piece. And it's just made that way. I remember when it came out. Yes, we've had our yawn. Twice. Oh, you've got some punches? Yeah, that would be good too. Hi, Judy G. Old pinking shears, but you wouldn't have those divots, but you'd have a zigzag. I think I need to go downstairs and see what I can find. Thank you guys. I really enjoyed looking at all of those cards. Didn't you? If you do like this, we do have a third show every week, and it's for patrons of all levels, and it is for the patrons with cards by the patrons from the last episode and with a mystery guest patron. I know that I will be joining with the mystery guest patron tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be up tomorrow night, but don't hold me to it. It might be Thursday. So that is just it. We just talk about the cards that have been sent in, but it's much more fun because it's not just me. It is with a guest patron who I happen to know. I happen to know who it is. It's not a mystery to me, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I can tell you that. Oh, I got one more little thing to show you. So I started this little scrapbook with Decoy Duck, who is just a friend of ours right here of the show, and he just is adding pages because I love scrapbooks. And so these are reflective of the past few episodes. This was last week. Maybe that's what I was thinking. He was in a cup of tea. And so this week, I made another one. And remember the head yeah, there was a duck that I borrowed his body. And so I made his little head into a postage stamp, which I thought was very nice. And I wanted to start with H. Well, so I asked Mr. Decoy Duck, hey, buddy, how do you spell quack? And he said, in duck language. And he said, you start it with HW. Whack, whack, whack. Listen carefully. You'll hear it. Whack, 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 whack. See, so that is his entry for this week. I don't know. Oh, did he? I think he's still in the pond. He was still in the pond. This is the time when we start thinking about... Oh, nope, wrong one. This is the time we start thinking about whodunit. We just went over these. And my buttons got a little changed, and it doesn't take much to throw me off. No. So, what is whodunit? Is it a mug? Is it a new mug design? Oh, it's much more than that. Are you ready? Here we go. The object of the game. It is a card detective game show. And the object of the game is to be the first card detective to correctly solve the mystery of whodunit and provide the clue that broke the case wide open. The details are, I will be making a card based on a card that from our most recent episode's gallery. My project will be inspired by the selected card, but it will not be a perfect copy. I can guarantee it. Guarantee it. There will be clues in my project, but it won't be as easy as finding one match because they could be quite hidden or changed. I'm thieving this card, you know? I'm stealing it. I'm not just going to leave it out there like the other card. Gee, what kind of dumb thief would you think I am? To play the game, you must be present during the live stream to participate. You need to be in the correct gallery on craftroulette.live. Open to find the clues. There it is. There, just click on that. Open that gallery and be ready. To solve the mystery, type @craftroulette and in the chat, followed by the name of the crafter you believe inspired by card and the clue that you found. Patty Beck always does it expertly. She says @craftroulette by Mary Gunn with the huge hi stamped on it. Follow Patty Beck's rules and you will always succeed in life. You will be the leader in all sorts of things. Right, Patty Beck? A creative thief indeed. If you are the first person to solve the whodunit correctly in the live chat using those 3 prompts, you will win something fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, you will win a Krog, which is a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. Sorry, it doesn't get any better. It was that $1 million threw me off earlier in the night. All right, are we ready? Let's go down to paper. All the best to you, detectives. All right, here we go. He wants to wish you luck. Here we go. Oh my goodness. How do I start this card? Well, let's get going. Patty Beck rocks just like Decoy Duck. I waddle like Decoy Duck. Does that count? I don't know. Do I need this? Here's a clue. It's not my card. Here's no, that's a different game, Irene. Here's another clue. It's going to be a card. And it was an A2 because there will be I think. You know, I left one of the... Did I leave one of the things off? No. I have it very hidden. Oh, that's right. Okay, here's another clue. One of the parameters are super hidden. Okay, we're going to start with a little die cutting. and I did. I cranked it like a Olympian. Ooh, that music always kind of gives me the creeps. Okay, we've got some dandy little triangles happening. Mr. Producer does have his eye on this, and he does know who I am casing. Whoop, 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 whoop. I dropped the little one when I was making this, and it landed like 1.5 yards away from the die cutting thing. It was bouncy. Very, very bouncy. These are from our buddies at Trinity. They're nice. Little tiny thin things. Now what? Help, help. I forgot my brain. Maybe you need to yawn. Another clue is it won't be a difficult card because I can't do difficult cards very well. That's a good clue. But you are bringing it on. Look at all those guesses. Does it start with an H? Is there an H? You know what? That may be a clue that I forgot. Not even like small. I'll have to think of a different way to bring that in because I know how I can bring it in, but on my card, I don't have an H. Except it makes me happy. Maybe that's pretty lame. It was Monday morning, I think. There's a clue. I think it was Monday when I did it. We've had some good detective work on this show. There's some serious detectives in this group. There truly are. You know what? The thing that starts with H, I can fix it. So there's a clue. How would she fix what she did wrong? Huh. Man. So many things to think about. This game is just a mystery. We don't solve mysteries, but we do solve mysteries. By the way, the slow mode is on, so if you make a comment, you won't be able to make another comment for a minute. So keep that in mind. I make mysteries to myself. Goodness. You ever do it your own mystery where you think you've done something and then you find out that it wasn't really what you thought you did? It's like you made your own mystery. It's always fun. This one's tricky. I will go ahead and give you that. This one is tricky. There's a lot of creative license. And if you get it really fast, I'll be surprised. Even you, Rosie B. Rosie. Even you. But you can sit back and enjoy, right? You can never spend too much time in the galleries. Oh, I was going to do something on this one first. Oh, well. Whoops, whoops. Get Getting it, getting it. Do I have a thing? Decoy duck. Are these part of the clue? Part of the parameter? Or a decoy? It's kind of cute, whatever it is. What the heck? We don't mind when it's cute. I know there's something else. I do. I know it. I know it. I know it. Where'd I put it? There it is. Look at that nasty, nasty Versamark. My May. It still works. It still works. I've had this forever. It's nasty looking. I'm embarrassed, but not too much. There's the thing I need to change. Oh. I had my fingers in there. This is clear embossing powder plus dog fur. I don't know why they sell embossing powder with dog fur in it. Seems like all my embossing powder has it. And this is my embossing mechanism. I love shooting stuff all over. This is in a famous, what is that thing? Famous infomercial. And you can always see if it's hot because you can see the coil reflect on the aluminum foil as red when it gets hot enough. And it can still be heating around the aluminum foil. It's the slickest thing. And then you got the little clothespin there. And then it just melts so fast. And I love this look. Look at it go. It is a gem. Let's see if I can get this corner. There we go. Hot diggity dog. And all it is it's just a piece of cardboard. And then I had some silicone on the back. Because I am that way. Okay, you go over there. Think about your life and what you want to do with it. And I have in here a monster stamp from our friends at Trinity. Way bigger than the card front, which is a card panel, and we all know it's A2. No secrets there. And my little magnets just got stuck on my glassboard. Good heavens. Let's see how this goes. This is like this huge thing of trees. And I didn't do it very well. I should have moved it over. No problem. Oh, the pressures. The pressures. Okay, so where does this thing end up? Okay, we need to be over there. Good golly gosh. My trees are going to maybe be slanting to, you know, the wind and everything. They're a little slanted. It's okay. Wow, you guys, I really got you. Now do I have it too far over there? Wait, where am I supposed to be? Let's just put the darn thing on top of it and get it over with. This is why I use blocks. I can control the... I'm getting so much. That's good. That's good. We're good. We're good. So good. But oh, I have such green fingers. I need to trim this little guy. I'm pretty sure he is full size. Oh, there's the last project. Let's see if he is 5. Is he 4? Yeah, he's full size. So we'll cut off some edge because we can, and it won't really matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. Who knows? Maybe it really does matter. Let's get some edging. Isn't that cute? It really is cute. If you needed a big green background or a big tree background, I think it would be pretty white embossed for a background. Yeah, now you're talking. Boy, you are just guessing away. How many detectives are on this case? Hubba, hubba. Oops, I need a little piece of paper. Okay. What was I gonna do with this? I kind of know. Okay, we're gonna add a blob. Because we need a blob. Everybody needs a blob. And we don't even have to stay on the lines with this blob. It is amoeba school. All blobs are important. And I can come, he's not even going to be that important, but he is important. So I'm going to make sure there's no hard corner edges. Then we'll switch him around and add some green. You can see the forest colors, right? What forest might they be from? Decoy duck forest? Okay, so we're going to do something kind of fun that... I've got a piece of mulberry paper, and we are going to cut that sucker. But we're going to cut it and let the mulberry paper show how special it is. So let me see. Let me get this stuck on here real fast. Mulberry paper has this cool fiber in it. And it's just a shame not to make something with it. This mulberry paper is about, it's old. It's from the stash. So you just wet it and rip it. I don't know if anybody carries it anymore that isn't a paper company, but there might be. I heard the sound. I heard the sound of success. Let me go ahead and get this guy taken care of because it's kind of a cool thing and I want to see how it turns out. While you guys can still try to figure it out, but we do have a winner. A detective has cracked the case. What will they do next? Will they be moved up in the ranks? I see how the winner decided this was who I copied, who I cased. Has anybody, now that the slow mode is off, has anybody ever used mulberry paper? It's the slickest little thing. You can do this. And see the little fibers? Aren't those pretty? Little angel wings and things. All right. So the blob is going to go here. The tree is going to go here. That is going here. And if you don't want to know whose card I cased, don't listen, because I'm going to show. Here we go. Here comes the winner. The big reveal. There it is. It was Gwen Simmons. And she used the Amazon rainforest. I tried to give you a clue. And she used a blob. And the thing that I realized was I made it a Christmas. I should have made it Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays. I didn't have an H. So let me go through this, how I did it, because you may be wondering, Mary, what did you do? How is that like hers? Well, A2 was simple. That was a given. And then our colors were forest. She chose the Amazon, and so I used the same colors, but on a green background instead of a brown background. I have much lighter, brighter colors, but I used green, red, and she has like a orange and some yellow, but I used the yellow. She did Helicona, which is her flower, and Happy Birthday was her H's. I forgot I used Merry Christmas, but I've already corrected that problem. I used a tree instead of flowers, and I used the sentiment in the same kind of way that she did, like a label. I thought that, but I hadn't gotten to that yet. So good job to Ellen Cuts Paper for realizing that it was Gwen Simmons and that I had used her plant on a blob. Nothing like a plant on a blob. So there is my blob underneath, and this blob I made a little bit smaller so you could see the blob underneath better. But I hadn't added the trunk. And then I thought the placement also might help you out if I put it off to the side. I put mine in the center here, but if I put it off to the side a little bit and had that hanging out over the top with a little star on top, I thought that might give you some more clues in the end. But that is the card that I cased, Gwen Simmons and Ellen Cuts Paper. You can go over to craftroulette.live and use the contact form and give me your information, and I will send you one of these cards. Yeah, I'll have to look at Meg's card to see how it was close. Yeah, I was sneaky, wasn't I? Yeah, but you can see it now, right? I hope so. I hope so, I do. So, woo! Very nicely done. Who done it? I done it. I done it every time. Let's see. Want to thank our patrons so very, very much. They are the reason we are able to come here. We had to get something new again today. Do you remember our earbuds were dying the other night? Well, the last 2 shows we've had it and didn't know what was going on. So we've got new earbuds that are coming tonight. Because it happened again today on the tech call. Embarrassing. Can't do it. So thank you, patrons, for helping us so that we have this little slush fund that we're able to update our equipment when we need it. And we have a lot of equipment. Jeepers. It's nuts. So we do have a lot of equipment. And so in turn, we give you guys extra credit or extra bonus content. You know, the joy of just supporting the show, to know that you are sending out this crazy content to the whole world. Maybe that's not a good thing, but maybe it is. Maybe it's a good thing. And to you, our patrons, I say huzzah. Thank you so much for sending goofiness out into the world. You know, the world could use it. And again, we give you extra content for some extra fun, like vetoing rights, asking questions of the show and the guest. All those kind of things. Look at those hearts and stuff. I love it. What else? And different things indeed, including Zoom calls. We love our Zoom call times. They're fun. Dang it. They're just fun. They're small and they're good. Nothing coming up this week. We've already done it this week, so we're good. Join us Friday, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, as we welcome a first-time guest, Angie Hunt, from LDRS creative. She seems really interesting. I'm looking forward to getting to know her and spending the evening with her, just like I spent the evening with you and enjoyed your company very much. Rosie has already got has the brain kissing started. Doing it myself. Thank you so much. Don't forget to go over to craftroulette.live. Enjoy the gallery as it builds. It will be full on Friday morning. And we will, but all patrons have till Thursday. And Cindy Elkins, who's married to the other Santa Claus, realized just today that she didn't have her card made. Her little face was so cute. Thank you so much. We will see you Friday, next Tuesday, for another chapter of In Review. And before then, patrons, look forward to the patron show with a mystery guest. Appreciate you very much. You're just darling. And now I gotta find the end button. And until I find the end button, I just want to tell you how special you are. You are. Thank you. Bye-bye.